Hey everyone, it's Daniel Brother Barbaris. In this next video, we're going to be setting up our certification authority as well as our PKI configuration. So let's get started. We're going to click on our CA01 server. We're going to join this to the domain. So right click Start, Terminal Admin. Go ahead and make sure you change this to your username. Go from 7 up to 5, paste, and let that log in. Once that's done, we're going to change the description in AD to Certification Authority. We're going to add it to CM servers, CA servers, and member servers on DC01. So give that a few moments. We'll go over here. I'll open up the terminal and we'll wait until there's a logon screen. So paste that here and exit. Now on CA01, we're going to go Control Alt Insert. Go ahead and grab your password, click Other User, log in with your domain credentials. Up here, paste, and log in. Give that a few moments. Here we go. Click on the screen, press your numlock key, and then we're going to right-click Start, Run. I'm going to wait for my VMware tools to load. Give that a few seconds. There we go. Right-click, copy that, paste, give ourselves a 60-second timeout. I'll see you in 58 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, we'll go down here. We're going to click on Start, our terminal, right click, pin to taskbar. We'll open that up. On the drop down, just like we did before, Settings, go down here to Windows PowerShell, run this profile as administrator, command prompt the same thing, PowerShell 7, and Azure Cloud Shell. Save, click on Open JSON file, Notepad, just once, grab this line here, copy, go below the schema line, 1, 2, 3, 4, Control V to paste, save, and close and close. Now we'll reopen this. We'll do our ipconfig register DNS and group policy update for us. Good. Give that a few moments. And we'll grab from 95 up to 92. Copy that. We're going to do our BitLocker. So do this here. You'll see this flicker just one little second. And then usually that means that, there we go. So there's that. And what we'll do is we're going to encrypt our D drive as well. So copy from 113 up to 104. Give that a second. Here we go. Almost there. And close. And there's our D drive. Let's go here. Make sure C and D both have their lock and key on them. So we're good. Close that. Let's ping YouTube just to make sure we're good on being on the internet here. And there we go. We got a good reply. We're going to sync our time to the domain controller here. There we are. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to install Active Directory certificate services. And the best practice analyze CA database and log files should be stored on the system drive, right? It should not be stored in the system drive. That's why we're going to create a CA DB for database and CA logs on that D drive we just saw. Then we'll start the service and exit. So copy from the end of 140 up to 132. Paste that there. Give that a few moments. I'll come back when that's ready. Okay, we're back. There we go. We're going to click exit. We'll click start, type certification authority, and we'll click pin that to start, click the desktop. Let's go to DC02, open our terminal from the taskbar. We're going to do a little bit of a cleanup of log files, but then we're going to sync our domain controller. And we'll do the same thing on DC01. Exit. There we go. Now we'll go back to CA01. Click Start and Certification Authority. Okay. We're going to expand our CA01-CA. We're going to right click on the certificate templates, click Manage. We're going to maximize this window right here. So you're going to right click on Web Server, duplicate template, go to General, and the template name is going to be CMIIS certificate. Okay, we're going to go to Security. We're going to click on our ADM account and click Remove. We'll click Add, type CM Servers, check name. There we go. Okay, under CM Servers, we're going to have Read and Enroll. Now, underneath Domain Admins, we'll uncheck Enroll, and Enterprise Admins uncheck Enroll. Click OK. We're going to do the same thing now. Right click on Web Server, duplicate. This is our Power BI certificate. Do the same thing, so go to General. There we go. Request handling, we're going to allow the private key to be exported. Click under Security. Click our ADM account and remove that. CM Servers. Check names. There we go. Under CM Servers, we're going to do Read, Enroll, and Auto Enroll. Under Domain Admins, we'll uncheck Enroll, and Enterprise Admins, uncheck Enroll. Click OK. One more time with the web server. Right click, duplicate template. This is our, under Compatibility, we're going to click Windows Server 2016. Click OK. And under Certificate Recipient, go to Windows 10, Windows Server. There we go. General, our template name is Windows Admin Center. This will go on our OSD deployed machines. Request handling, click Allow Private Key to be exported. Under Security, click our ADM account, click Remove. Under Authenticated Users, it'll be Read, Write, and Enroll. Under Domain Admins, Read, Write, and Enroll. Enterprise Admins, Read, Write, and Enroll. Now we're going to click Add Admin Clients. Check names. OK. Read, Write, Enroll, and Auto Enroll. Then we're going to add Member Servers. Check names. And same thing. Write, Enroll, Auto Enroll. Click OK. Now we're going to do the Workstation Authentication. Right click, duplicate template. Under the General tab, this is our Distribution Point Certificate, or CMDP. Request handling, allow private key to be exported. Under Security, click our ADM account, remove. Add CM Servers. Okay, that'll be Read and Enroll. Domain Computers, remove that, like that. And then Domain Admins, just remove Enroll, and Enterprise Admins, remove Enroll. Click OK. One more, Workstation Authentication, duplicate template. This is our CM Client Certificate. So go to General, paste that, go to Security, remove our ADM account, add CM Servers, check names, OK, Read and Enroll. Domain Computers should be Read, Enroll, and Auto Enroll. Domain Admins, we remove Enroll, and Enterprise Admins, remove Enroll. OK, close this window, close Cert Serve. We're going to open up our terminal, and we're going to restart the certification service. So that all of that takes effect. Exit. We're going to click Start, Certification Authority again, expand, click, then right-click Certificate Templates, New Certificate Template to issue. You'll see the CM Client Certificate. I'm going to hold down my Control key and CMDP, CMIIS, CM Power BI. Scroll all the way down here to Windows Admin Center, click OK, and now we should have all of those in there. Okay, we can close this. Let's go up to DC01, Start, Group Policy Management. We're going to expand our forest domains, expand lab, and we're going to click on and right-click Group Policy Objects, New. We're going to call this CM Lab PKI Policies. Okay. We're going to look at CM Lab PKI Policies, right-click, Edit. We'll maximize this window. We're right here. So, Best Practice Analyzer Warrant Computer Auto Enrollment Group Policy is not enabled, so we got to enable it. Excuse me. So, Policies, Windows Settings, Security Settings, Public Key Policies. Okay. And we're going to double click the Certificate Services Client Auto Enrollment. Go down here to Enabled, Renew Expired Certificates, and Update Certificates that use certificate templates. Click OK. And the best practice says User Auto Enrollment. So we're going to go down to the User Configuration, Policies. Okay, we're going to Windows Settings. Okay, we're going to Security Settings, Public Key Policies. Same thing. Certificate Services Client Auto Enrollment. Enabled, same thing. Click OK, close. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to click, then right-click cm.lab, link an existing, and CM Lab PKI Policies. Close Group Policy Management. Now on DC01, DC02, GW01, and CA01, we're going to do a group policy update force and an exit. So paste that there, 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 and there, and we'll wait for that to come up, and we'll press enter when we to exit. Okay, there we go. That's 1, 2. Give that a moment. 3 and 4. Now on CA01, we're going to open our terminal. We're going to clean up recently opened items in the Start menu and then exit. Boom. We're going to double click on this PC. Click here on the meatball menu, Options. Open the File Explorer to this PC. Go to View tab. Scroll all the way down. Expand to Folders, Show All Folders. Click OK. We're going to close File Explorer. Right-click Run. We're going to copy this line. Paste. OK. Choose Image 19. Save changes. Open our terminal. Copy from the end of 486 for dark mode. Just like that. Log off. Copy here. Control Alt Insert. Click the top. Paste. And we can see, double click, and dark mode is enabled. And we can close File Explorer. And that's it for video 9. And I will see you in the next one. Talk to you all